This Christmas, there were no celebrations in these words, no politics, no spectacle, only a quiet warning that a nation once strongest when united now risks drifting further apart. And for King Charles III, this message could not wait another year. King Charles III breaks silence, calls for unity after a year of deepening division. As Christmas morning settled across the United Kingdom, millions tuned in to a familiar tradition, the annual Christmas message from the monarch. But this year, the tone was unmistakably different. King Charles III did not speak in celebration, he spoke in reflection. Describing the past year as one marked by deepening division, the king delivered a message shaped by concern, compassion, and quiet resolve. It was not political, it was not reactive. Instead, it felt deeply personal, an appeal to the conscience of a nation. With calm gravity, King Charles acknowledged what many Britons have been feeling, a sense that something essential, social trust, shared understanding, unity is under strain. His words did not dramatize the moment, they grounded it. At a time of great diversity in our communities, we can find the strength to ensure that right triumphs over wrong. It was a powerful reframing. Diversity, often portrayed as a challenge, was presented instead as a moral resource, something that, when guided by compassion, can strengthen society rather than divide it. The king placed particular emphasis on younger generations. Speaking directly to the youth of Britain, he urged them to uphold values of inclusivity, fairness, and shared responsibility. His tone was not instructional, but encouraging, recognizing the role young people play in shaping what the nation becomes next. In doing so, Charles reinforced a recurring theme of his reign: continuity through values, not dominance; leadership through example, not decree. At the heart of his message was a call to reconciliation. Compassion, he reminded viewers, must be cherished. Drawing on Christian teachings, the king reflected on the life and sacrifice of Jesus Christ, highlighting humility, forgiveness, and service as principles that remain relevant far beyond faith alone. These references were not abstract theology, they were moral signposts, pointing toward a society that listens before it judges and heals before it fractures. King Charles then reached back into history, invoking the spirit of the Second World War generation, a generation, he noted, that faced extraordinary adversity, yet chose unity over fear. They did not agree on everything, but they agreed on what mattered. That shared resolve, Charles suggested, is something Britain must rediscover, especially as modern life threatens to pull communities further apart. His warning was gentle but firm: fragmentation weakens everyone. In that context, the king praised those who work tirelessly to preserve the social fabric: volunteers, carers, community leaders, and everyday citizens who step in where institutions cannot. Their efforts, he said, often go unnoticed, yet they are vital in holding the country together. Equally important was his call to moral responsibility. King Charles urged the public to stand against those who deliberately sow division through intolerance, fear, or misinformation. Unity, he implied, is not passive, it requires courage. As the message drew to a close, the tone softened once more. Hope returned, not as certainty but as possibility. Reconciliation, the king reminded viewers, is not a single act, it is a choice made again and again, especially during uncertain times. In a world growing louder and more divided, King Charles III chose stillness. In a year of deepening division, he chose unity. And in doing so, he offered not answers, but direction. A reminder that strength is found not in shouting louder, but in standing together.